Hello guys, here we teach you stenography in English or Hindi, both languages. Today, this is my dictation portion at a speed of 80 word per minute for 10 minutes in English language. This dictation to help you qualify for the post of ASI Steno in various state and central government departments like CISF, CRPF, BSF, ITBP, SSB, उत्तर प्रदेश पुलिस, मध्य प्रदेश पुलिस, बिहार पुलिस, झारखंड पुलिस, Assam police, and other state police forces. Now, let's video start. Everyone noted down a stenography at a speed of 80 word per minute for 10 minutes. Ready? Bhartendu Harishchandra 9 September 1850 to 6 January 1885 is known as the father of modern Hindi literature as well as Hindi theatre. He is considered one of the greatest Hindi writer of modern India. He recognized poet. He was an trendsetter in Hindi prose writing. He was an author of several dramas, life sketches, and travel accounts. He used new media like reports, publication, letters to the editor, translation, and literary works to shape public opinion. Writing under the pen name Rasa, Harishchandra represented the agonies of the people, country's poverty, dependency, inhuman exploitation, the unrest of the middle class, and the urge for the progress of the country. He was an influential Hindu traditionalist using Vaishnava devotionalism to define the coherent Hindu religion. Born in Banaras, Bhartendu Harishchandra's father Gopal Chandra was a poet who wrote under the pseudonym Girdhar Das. Bhartendu parents died when he was young, but they seem to have had an influence on him. Acharya Ramchandra Shukla has described how Bhartendu went to Jagannath temple in Puri, Odisha with his family in 1865 when he was merely 15 years of age. During this trip, he was influenced by the Bengali Renaissance and decided to bring the gains of social, historical, Puranic plays and novels into Hindi. This influence reflected in his Hindi translation of the Bengali drama Vidya Sundar 3 years later in 1868. Bhartendu devoted his life to development of Hindi literature in recognition of his services as a writer, patron, and modernizer. The title of Bhartendu was confirmed on him at the public meeting by scholars of Kashi. In 1880, reputed literary critics Rama Vilas Sarma refers to the great literary awakening ushered in under Bhartendu leadership as the second story of edifice of Renaissance Hindu, the first being the Indian Rebellion of 1857. Bhartendu Harishchandra made major contribution in the field of journalism, drama, and poetry. He edited the magazines Kabhi Bachna Sudha in 1868. Into his magazine, he requested Indian people first to use Indian made products or Swadeshi Apnao in March 1874. In 1873, Harish Chandra magazine, Harish Chandra Patrika, and Bal Bodhini. He was a member of Chaudhary family of Banaras belonging to the Agrawal community, and his home there is still in use. His ancestors were landlords in Bengal. He had one daughter. He wrote the widely mentioned history of the Agrawal community. The Ministry of Information and Broadcasting of India gives Bhartendu Harishchandra Award since 1983 to promote original writings in Hindi mass communication. According to Barbara and Thomas R. Metcalf, Bhartendu Harishchandra is considered an influential example of Hindu traditionalist in North India, typifying community with received tradition and self conscious participation with the modern world. He was typical of those Indians who engaged with the Western institutions and learning. They refused to leave authority over religion to Brahmins who were traditionally educated. He used new media, especially publications, to shape public opinion. Harishchandra was also typical of revivalist of Hindi literature, which were closely connected with Hindu revivalist movement. He combined pleas for use of Swadeshi article with demands of replacement of Urdu by Hindi in court and a ban on cow slaughter. He used Vaishnava devotionalism to define a coherent Hindu religion with a base in the Kashi Drama Sabha started in the 1868 by the Maharaja of Banaras as a response to more radical Hindu reformist movement. Harishchandra insisted on the value of image worship and interpreted bhakti as devotion to the single God. This was in response to Orientalist, the Christian critics of Hinduism. Ramdhari Singh, 23 September 1908 to 24 April 1974, known by his nom de plume. Dinkar was an Indian Hindi poet, essayist, patriot, and academic who is considered one of the most important modern Hindi poets. He emerged as a poet of rebellion as a consequence of his nationalist poetry written in the day before Indian independence. His poetry executed Bir Rasa, and he has been hailed as a Rashtrakavi, national poet, on account of his inspiring patriotic compositions. He was a regular poet of Hindi Kavi Sammelan on those days, and he held to be as popular and connected to poetry lovers of Hindi speakers as Pushkin for Russian. Dinkar initially supported the revolutionary movement during the Indian independence struggle but later became a Gandhian. However, he used to call himself a bad Gandhian because he is supported the feeling of indignation of revenge among the youth in Kurukshetra. He accepted that war is destructive but argues that is necessary for the protection of freedom. He was close to prominent nationalists of the time such as Rajendra Prasad, Anugrah, Narayan Sinha, Sri Krishna Sinha, Ram Brix Benpuri, and Braj Kishore Prasad. Dinkar was elected 3 times to Rajya Sabha and he was a member of this house from 3 April 1952 to 26 January 1964.